Hi, this is Prateek, and in this session, we will talk about automated tasks and activities and their follow-up in I-21. Okay, in order for me to explain that, I need to take you to a screen in I-21, which is known as Event Configuration. So what this screen is doing is basically, it's helping you configure certain events which, if they happen, you want to have an alert. Now let's just take one example. In our previous sessions, we might have spoken about how a contract looks like, a contract, how it's created. A contract has sequences. So there are two parts to the contract, the main contract itself and the sequences. Now, sequence is non-mandatory. That means I can create a contract, save it, but not have a sequence. Well, it could be a problem for someone because contract can store the quantity. It does not store vital information like the future month, the prices, the delivery period, and the item, right? So I want for my team that just in case somebody by mistake just creates the contract and forgets to enter this vital information, I need an alert, right? If that is my requirement, what I can do is I can say, show me all contracts without a sequence. So in this case, what I have done is I have created an event for myself which tells me, or which tells the application that the moment a contract is created without a sequence, the recipients have to be notified. Now in this case, iRely admin is me. That means the moment somebody creates a contract without a sequence, I'll be informed. Now it's pretty easy. As an example, I would like to show this to you. So let's just say somebody creates a contract and I'll click on duplicate, no sequence, and save. If you have a look there down below, the moment this activity happens, it's an automated intimation by I-21 that somebody has done something which I wanted to monitor, and here's a message for you, right? So that's how the notifications in I-21 work. Now, you might have a question stating, for example, what if I was not paying attention to the screen, right? The pop-up comes up and the pop-up vanished also. So how do I keep track of all such activities or all such automations or these messages? So if you see on the top right hand side of the screen, we have a bell-shaped structure which says notifications and it says 13, right? So now if you have a look, it's going to show me a list of all the events that have occurred which need my attention. So as you can see, somebody has created 27 contracts without sequence, and there are 2709 contracts which are yet to be signed. So as you remember, while I was talking about setting up an event for contract without sequence, I also set up an event which says that 24 hours within the contract creation, if the signed checkbox is not checked, that's a problem for me. I need to be alerted, right? So what will happen is a contract is created, there is a checkbox on the contract which says signed, and if my team members don't click on the checkbox, that means that the counterpart has not provided us the countersigned copy, and I would want an alert for that. So as you can see, that alert or notification has been already set up, and as and when that activity or event happens, I-21 intimates you. Now, the interesting part here is that you can choose, for example, if you wanted that this notification should be provided to not just you, but a couple of other users. As you can see, the entity type, it's a grid. That means you can select n number of users who should be informed in case this activity happened, right? So for all you know, you could actually choose the name of the person who's responsible for creating the contract, because just in case he's doing it by mistake, he gets to know of this problem then and there itself, right? So that's that. And let's get back to event configuration once again. Okay. So now, as you can see, we have a couple of other notifications as well. So let's just say I create a contract. It's a shipment contract, and of course, if it's a shipment contract, shipping instructions have to be sent 15 days prior to the shipment start date. Now, what if somebody forgot to send the shipping instruction? It just impacts the whole life cycle of the contract, right? So now what I have done is I have told I-21 that in case somebody creates a contract which is of the type shipment, and 15 days prior to the shipment start date, if the shipping instructions have not been sent, I should be informed, right? So that is how the event configuration works in I-21. It's pretty configurable, and not to forget, it's just not limited to the examples I'm talking about. As a quick example around the pricing of the contract, it could be, for example, if a future month is about to expire or the first notice day is coming pretty close, what you would want to do is you would want I-21 to inform you that the first notice day is arriving. You have to push your vendors to price in case if the pricing was on them, if it was buyer's call, right? So as I said, it's a pretty configurable module. A lot of notifications can be set up. Not only do you get alerts, you can actually set up reminders, right? So once you get the alert, what if you fail to respond to that? You can set up reminders, and you would be reminded once again of this activity per your reminding schedule. Thank you.